What's up, guys? Welcome to Prepared 3D or Prepared or P3D, however you say it properly. I just recently got this aircraft. This is the Premier, the Carenado Premier 1A, I believe it's said as. But either way, this is the plane. It's one of my favorite planes. I love to fly it. I'm still learning it. I had some struggles getting it started due to some technical issues, which I'm going to show you. But right in this video, I just wanted to go over the pre-start checklist and the startup procedure. So we'll hop inside the plane here. The most important thing is you want to hit Shift 8, and you want to click Cold and Dark Cockpit. Even if everything, if you launch in and the engines aren't running, it will not start unless you do that. And it took me a while to figure that out. So we'll jump right in. We'll do the pre-start checklist. So the first thing is going to be parking brakes, which are set. Our battery switch set to off. Generators, avionics off. Throttle, check for free motion. We check these for free motion. Yep, we have free motion. We'll close them back down. Ignitions, arm. So we'll arm the ignitions and the ECU. Roll and rudder trim. Oh, engine synchronizer switch is off. That's right there. Roll and rudder trim will set to normal. Flaps are up, landing gears down, spoilers retracted. Spoilers are right here. Fuel flow switches to cut off. I'm not sure what one that is, because the checklist I'm reading is actually for the Premier 1, not the Premier 1A. So I'm not sure where the fuel switch cutoff or fuel cutoff switch is. I think that's these right here, actually. It's these. Yeah, never mind. Disregard that. Landing light switch off, anti-ice switch is off, heater switch is off, and that is all correct. All these are off. Yep. Alright, so then we have fuel crossfeed switch to normal. That is right here. Well, you want to set it to off on this plane, you don't want it crossfeeding, nevertheless. Battery switch, we're going to flick the battery switch on. Now we are on external power, I believe. Yes, we are on external power. Battery switch, panel instrument lights on if required. We don't need those. Master test, that's up here. Master cautions. Fuel systems checked. Boost pumps, we want to put them to auto. That's these right here. Boost pumps, fuel crossfeed check. Trim system, we're good. Fasten seatbelts on, no smoking on. They're up here. Seatbelt, no smoking. Fuel quantity check, flight controls. Let's do our flight controls real quick. There's our rudder. Let me pull this guy. Yep, so we have fuel or flight controls, no smoking sign, flight controls, avionics, so we can click our avionics on. This would be the point in time where we check our weather and we input our flight plan. So from here, we're not doing that today. We're just going to jump right into the startup procedure. So for startup, we want to make sure everything's clear. We would normally look outside the airplane, make sure the propellers and props and everything are clear, our engine area, plane area, all that stuff. We're going to set our throttle idle. Fuel switches are on. They're on auto, so we can leave them there. And we're going to start our left engine. So first thing we do is we click. Alright, so I'm going to pull this screen up if I can. Let me see which one what toggle it is. Okay, here we go. Alright, so here you got N1, N2, and all that stuff. So what you want to do is you want to click the button starter, and you want to wait until this number right here reaches 20. Once that number reaches 20, you can introduce the fuel, which is this tiny little switch right here, and the engine will fire up. And 19 and 20. So there you go. You see our first engine starting up. So you do the same thing for the other one. Let's get rid of this. So we'll look at it on here. We do the same thing for the right one. We'll go ahead and get the right one going. We'll wait for that number to hit. It's going to be right there now on the right hand side of N2. We'll wait for that to hit 20, and then we will introduce our fuel. And 19 and 20, and she should fire right up. Sounds good. Sounds like they're firing up here. Let's hop outside and take a look. Oh, duh. You can take the ground power off, which I forgot to do, but it's more of a starting procedure type deal here. And it switches back to battery. What other lights do we have here? So that right gen, left gen off. We can turn the generators off. I guess on, not off. And then we could go here, turn these. And now all we have is our parking brake. And at this point, you would set up your autopilot and do all the stuff that you need to do for taxiing and takeoff. But that is the startup checklist and the startup procedure, or before start checklist and startup procedure. Like I said, it took me a while to figure this out. Make sure you hit that Shift 8 and go to cold and dark cockpit. If you don't, in my experience, it will not start no matter how perfectly you do everything. So make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment. I'm going to be trying to get some flights in with this plane. This is one of my favorites. Like I said, I'm still learning it, so stay tuned for some more.